Morning everyone.
Good morning.
So as you may notice, it's just the two of us.
Yep.
The crew has left. We had our trip to the tip, Cape York, the Old Telly. It was absolutely amazing.
Yep.
We loved it. But now we're back to just ourselves. It's the first time Holly and I have travelled by ourselves since
Elsie back in 21, I think it was.
back in 2021, so it's
Yeah.
been ages. So we're kind of excited, kind of a little bit bummed. It was great having the crew along. But we're up in the Tablelands, up from Cairns, in Ravenshoe at the moment, which is the highest town in
Queensland. That's why I think it's a bit cold. We went from Cairns being quite warm yesterday to quite cold quite quickly.
This is an absolutely beautiful little spot. It's actually a roadhouse up here. What's it called?
It's called Tall Timbers Roadhouse, so it's just off the highway. But as you can see, we're in this beautiful tree area.
So private down the back here,
Yeah.
the unpowered stuff. You got little fire pits. There's a creek really flowing. It's absolutely beautiful.
$30 a night, and there's facilities as well.
And grass.
Yeah.
One of the main things that you want for a camp.
Yeah.
So we're going to be heading up the Savannah Way, which we've never done before. We're going to be heading up into Arnhem Land eventually, and we're going to be seeing everything on the way. Limmen National Park. We've booked a heap of things in Arnhem Land. So yeah, off to the Northern Territory we go.
Yeah.
Karumba tonight.
Yes, Karumba for the next two nights. We've been told about the prawns, the sunsets, hopefully the morning glory if we get to see one. So yeah.
Which is a cloud formation.
Yes.
Just to clarify, put a bit of context into that. So yeah, prawns, sunsets and morning glories. Let's go. Also, I don't know if I've explained yet or not. You might have noticed our camp chairs are a bit different. We usually are running the front runner expander chairs, which we absolutely love for their size and compact and how comfortable they are. That's the main thing. But you wouldn't believe it. You think Holly and I would have this stuff sorted out by now, but we actually forgot them at our place when we left. So our options were buy some more front runner chairs that we love or try something different. So we've tried these little Helinox chairs. I've always been curious about them because they're super lightweight, really, really compact. They're those style that sort of, you build the frame and then you put the cover over it and that's the chair. They weigh absolutely nothing. Their footprint in the car is absolutely tiny. So I thought we'll give these a little bit of a go, something a bit different. I really like it. Holly's on the fence about them.
I like.
So we have travelled this section of the Savannah Way a few times, the first time being in Elsie, the second time being in the Prado. There's a lot to see along this stretch. Obviously you go through the Tablelands and then you meet Savannah country pretty quickly. There is Undara, which is the volcano national park, and then there's also Tallaroo Hot Springs. There's also a few other points of interest along here, like Inlet Hot Springs, which we actually haven't been to. We just drove past it this morning though, it was really busy. There's also a bit of a four-wheel drive track from Herberton through to Mount Garnet, which we did last time in the Prado. So there's a lot of little things you can do along this section of road. We are just going to continue on to Karumba because we've already done them before, but we will link the videos up here for you, and then also I'll put links to all of the videos down in the description of this video.
G'day. So we're in Normanton, and this here is a replica of the largest confirmed saltwater crocodile ever captured. It was shot in the 50s, 1957, 8.63 metres, weighed 2 tons. It's actually hard to fathom how big it is.
Like,
I
it's
mean,
massive.
I can fathom it because the replica's right here, but it doesn't seem like it could be that big. It seems unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
We got stuck into the driving as we had quite a few 100k's to do. As we moved further away from the Tablelands and into the Savannah country, we noticed lots of bird life and a distinct change in the landscape.
Well, after a 7-hour drive, we made it to Karumba. We're here at Sunset Point Caravan Park. We just did a quick little workout because we'd been sitting down all day, so we just felt like we needed to do something. We're going to go to the pub and we're going to watch the sunset, probably have a drink, maybe a little snack. And yeah, that's one of the things to do here is watching the sunset. It's similar to Broom's Staircase to the Moon, but sunset to the moon? No, sunset.
Yeah. Sunset.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you can come just out the front of the caravan park here, and then you've got the waterfront, the beach, there's a boat ramp and everything down there if that's what you're into. It looks like fishing's a massive thing around here.
Yeah, it looks like people are catching a lot as well.
Yeah.
So many people.
Holly and I were just talking, and we're like, geez, you know what, I think we should really try and get into fishing, or like, I'm so useless at it, I've just never been into it or never been taught it or anything. I just didn't grow up around it, so never done it. Anyway, I should get into it. But you
watch
can.
Watch your space.
Yeah, watch your space. And you've got the, what's it called?
Sunset Tavern.
Sunset Tavern, just at the end of the beach. So just walking down the beach to the pub. We'll have a look. Okay, scratch that. I don't think you can walk to the pub from the beach. We just had to go right back around. I think we were going into someone's yard. So, don't go around the beach to the sunset.
I think it's just here. But...
Well, it is just here, I know, but...
Yeah, walk on the road.
Yeah, don't take our advice. What do you reckon?
It's pretty good. They're really fresh prawns.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
They're just out here somewhere. Good afternoon. We've had a lovely day here, haven't we, Hol?
Very leisurely day.
Very leisurely day. We just woke up at a leisurely pace and then we did a bit of work. We got a video done. Then we went and got some fish and chips at Ash's Fish and Chips. They were really good and it was local stuff and it was like fresh, light batter. Just, I don't know, it's hard to get good fish and chips these days. They were really good. Very filling, so that was our lunch. And then we came back here, watched some Netflix. And now we're going for a afternoon cruise, boat cruise to a sandy island.
Yeah, Sand Island, I think it's called.
Sand Island, and we just got a bit of sightseeing and they'll tell us a bit about the area. So let's go. For those of you that are interested in doing a tour like this, you can book at the front desk at the caravan park. This is the Croc and Crab tour, and it's $80 per person. 90 bucks per person. Includes some nibbles, fresh prawns, and some drinks apparently. So we'll see what that entails. There's probably like, I don't know, 10 or 12 people lined up for this, and we just saw that little boat go past with the Croc and Crab tour sign on the ute. Holly's like, well, that's the boat. And I'm like, Holly, it can't be. Like, we just would not fit. And Holly's like, we're going to be sitting on the sides. I'm Holly, there's like 12 people. That boat is like not much more than a tinny. Anyway, he gets in. I'm like, you sure he's not going to get a bigger boat out there? It's more out there. And Holly's like, oh. And he's just cruising out now. Morning. So before we hit the road this morning, there is the Barramundi Discovery Centre here in Karumba. we thought we would come and have a look. Okay, so the information centre is tied to this as well, which is great. You can go get your info. There's a cafe, and it's free to walk through the actual centre itself. There is a paid tour, or you can have a look around, but yeah, we're just having a little look through for free. How nice.
So the Barramundi Centre is worth a visit if you're in Karumba. A great coffee, really good coffee.
Free?
Yes, unless you do the tour, and it wasn't even that expensive. I think it's like $28 an adult. You can either book online or book at the centre there. At the moment we are heading towards, I suppose, Arnhem Land eventually. We need to be there by Sunday. It's now Tuesday, and we'll head back via Normanton. There's a wetland area, so we're just going to pull in there, see if we can see any birds. There's heaps of wildlife in this area, lots of brolgas,
so
jabberoos.
birds.
Yeah, a lot. We'll go see some, and yeah. On the road. So we've just seen this point of interest on Wikicamps, Lart Falls. We've just pulled off the main road, just driving down a little track towards it. Hopefully there's some water flowing. There's also a campground here, so it looks like there's quite a few people camped up, and yeah, still quite a bit of water around. So yeah, we'll go have a look.
We'll have some lunch.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Had a quick bite to eat. Matt put the awning up really quickly because obviously we have no shade here and it's quite hot.
Say it every time I set it up, like for lunch, like this, when you're in the top end, pop it up, instant shade. It's like really hot in the sun. So it's just so nice being able to get that up, and it's just no worries because it's so quick and easy.
Yep, there's quite a few people camped here, so it looks like it's a pretty nice spot. There's a freshie that we can see down in the water, so I wouldn't want to go swimming in it, but yeah, it's a nice spot. I've read on Wiki a few years ago it wasn't flowing, so it must obviously have quite a lot of water from the wet season just gone. So yeah, pretty impressive.
It's a really nice spot. Yeah, worth checking out if you're on the road.
Yep, there's a van pulling in now, so we're going to keep moving on. Next stop is Burketown.
We found this beautiful little free camp next to a creek for the night. It's free camps like this which really make travelling in the more remote areas of Australia very special.
We've got these little pork sizzle steaks, they're on special, and we got this chili oil from Mossman, and my only regret is we didn't buy like the big jar of it. It's so good, it's from a market. So we're just going to make like a sweet chili, honey chili, garlic, ginger, just with some fresh veggies and coconut rice. Just a
stir fry. Just a stir fry.
Nice.
Nice.
Just a stir fry.
Nice. Stir fry. 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 S
Sweet chili pork.
Pretty good.
Looks yum. See how it tastes.
People have been complaining that we haven't shown them the end product, usually because we cook it and then we want to eat it.
Well, this is the end product. I'll give you a rating. Nice bit of spice. It's got all the elements actually. Salty, sweet, spicy, savoury. I don't know the other ones, but anyway.
Umami.
It's good. Kind of nice to have a stir fry again. What was your comment about the dinner?
I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. It was really good.
She goes, like, I was expecting it to be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. And I was
pretty
like,
good.
well, that's good. Jeez, how's my cooking usually then?
No, your cooking's great. I said to Matt, I wasn't sure what the sizzle steaks were going to be like. But they were good.
Thanks for tuning into this in-between drive episode. Join us next week as we head into the Gulf country and stay at some incredible cattle stations. See you in the next one. Cheers.